Hello, hello. So today I was getting going on some of my tasks for myself, and I just had this feeling like I need to jump on live with you guys. So, number one, if you have any topics that you would like me to talk about, please drop them in the comments because I want to get more out to you guys so that you can get the information that you want to get. I'm hoping to go live at least once or twice a month, but this one is totally impromptu. I don't have slides. This is just me talking off the cuff about something that I was like, I want to talk about this immediately. I don't want to put together a presentation. I just want to get going on it and tell you about it right away. So that's what I'm going to do. Friday. Today is Friday. We just got back from vacation. I'm going to get my hair done later today. It's a crazy day to think about starting something new, but I really feel like Fridays are the best day to start something new. And that's why I don't care what I look like or what you need to hear this. Fridays are a little different. Most people want to start on Mondays, right? We want to start on Mondays because it feels like the beginning of a new week. But what if that's made up? What if there's no beginning of the week? What if Friday is the beginning of the week? And the reason I like Fridays so much, I have 3 reasons here. You start the weekend strong, and let's face it, the weekends are usually the hardest time, especially if it's something that is a little bit more difficult, like starting a new habit, starting to eat a little differently. The weekends are when it gets tougher, and if we start on Monday, we're already fatigued by the time we get to Friday, let alone Saturday and Sunday. And so if we start on a Friday, it just starts with a little bit more momentum. It gives you that weekend, you're more apt to do the things that you wouldn't do on the weekend before because you're already exhausted. You already have decision fatigue. But if you start on the weekend, you're giving yourself a boost right off the bat at the hardest time of the week. Number 2, as you go along, if you just know that Fridays, your like start your day when you check in with yourself, that gives you 4 days, Monday through Thursday, of really good consistency. So those numbers are very consistent. So if you're like doing all the things Monday through Thursday, and then you do like, say, your weights and your measurements on Friday, they're more apt to be consistent than if you do that on a Monday after a weekend that sometimes you're out and about all weekend long, and some weekends you're just lounging around the house, right? And so it gives more consistency to your numbers when you're doing them weekly. If it can be on a Friday where you've had consistency before, it doesn't mean that the weekends don't count. It means that those days, like there's so many reasons for fluctuations. Maybe you're sleeping more or less on the weekends. Maybe you're having a salty meal or eating out or doing things you don't normally do. Maybe on Fridays or maybe on Saturday, you go for a big long hike that you can't do during the week. That can throw things off for those Friday measurements. But if we do those Friday thing for the Monday measurements, but if we are measuring on Friday after more consistency, because normally during the week you're more consistent with your things, then it can really be beneficial to see the patterns. Number 3, motivation. And I don't love the word motivation. I don't like relying on motivation, but it's still a thing, right? And so motivation builds to momentum, and I love momentum. But if you wait all week, if you start on Monday and then you wait all week, by the time you get to Saturday and Sunday, your motivation to go out and grocery shop and to meal prep and do all those things has kind of weaned down, right? You just don't have as much of that momentum going. And so if we can start on Friday, motivation is still really high. And so your motivation to do those things is super high so that you're actually going to do them. You're not going to slack off because it's only day 1 or day 2. And so Fridays are kind of magical, and I just wanted to make sure that we don't discount the fact that Fridays count and Fridays can be really impressive. I have a couple notes over here. I have the meal plan, and if you are looking for some way to just get back on track, to start things strong, the meal plan is really your way to do that. It takes out having to come up with the right numbers, having to track everything. You just get your meal plan given to you and you pick from things on there. And it's a lot of times people are like, oh, it's a meal plan where you have to follow follow it exactly. That's not what it is at all. It is a meal plan system with recipes, with ways to deal with eating out and just getting your consistency down, finding what works together, finding the things that pair together, finding how much you should actually be eating. So, if that's something that you are interested in, I'm going to drop it in the chat and then I'll drop it in the group. Also, if you have had some wins along this week, please drop those. Let me know what's going really, really well for you. And maybe what do you need some help with? What do you need some support with? Because I would like to do some more lives like this and some more planned ones. So it's not coming to you at the last minute and you have to figure out how am I going to get on this live call on Friday. So I just dropped the meal plan if that's something you are interested in, but it's not just meal plan this particular product. This is a great time to start a new habit. Maybe lifting weights. There's no reason that you have to start on Monday. Start on a Friday, start on a Saturday. It just builds that momentum. That's all for today. I hope that you enjoy these little impromptu lives with a short little message, and I'll talk to you next time.